all seen the movies about Percy Jackson, and it's a modern-day take on Perseus. But the odd thing is, there is a mistake in the movie. They're presenting Perseus as the son of Poseidon. But in the real mythology book, if you go into ancient Roman and Greek mythology, Perseus is the son of Zeus, not Poseidon. So let's get into it. Mythology explained. Perseus was the son of Zeus and Danae. And Danae was the daughter of Actisius, the king of Argos. And she was locked in a bronze tower by her father. He locked his daughter in this tower because he was trying to defeat this prophecy that if his daughter had a son, he would grow up to off him. But Zeus himself, known as the Playboy of the Olympians, had his eye on her. And he decided to visit her in her tower. And the story says that he visited her as a golden shower. Yeah. And hence Perseus was born. And now a terrified Acrisius placed mother and son in a wooden chest and set them off to sea. But the protection of Zeus was enough to safely bring mother and son to the shores of the island of Seriphos, where Perseus grew up amongst fishermen. On reaching manhood, Perseus was sent by his ruler, Polydectes, to fetch him the head of the monster Medusa. A very dangerous task. The story of Medusa is also not what everyone thinks, and I've made videos about it. Luckily for Perseus, the goddess Athena hated Medusa and instructed Perseus on how to proceed, also giving him her famous shield. First, Perseus visited the three hags that shared one eye. He cleverly grasped the eye, forcing the hags to tell him exactly who Medusa was and her Gorgon origins. He was warned that the Gorgons were three dangerous sisters. But most importantly, they informed him to stay away from the gaze of her eyes, as he would turn to stone if gazed upon them. And he also received some useful gifts from three friendly nymphs: the cap of invisibility, winged shoes, and a bag that was able to contain Medusa's head. When Perseus was finally ready for his exploit, he put on the winged shoes and flew all the way to the cave of the Gorgons. Once he reached their cave in the far west, he was able to defeat Medusa's stare by looking at her in the reflection of the shield Athena had given him. Once he got Medusa's head, he then flew off again, and on his way home, decided to do a whole bunch of good deeds with this head to put it to good use. He saved the beautiful Andromeda from a sea monster, and he married Andromeda, but several people had to be turned to stone before he and his bride returned safely home. Now he went to return his magical equipment, delivering them to Hermes, the messenger god. Perseus then visited Argos, only to find that his grandfather had already fled. Acrisius had gone to hide in Larissa as soon as he heard about his grandson's return. The prophecy now was fulfilled. Nevertheless, when Perseus was invited to compete in the games at Larissa, his disgust hit the old man right in the head. Because of the accident, the hero chose to become the king of Tyre rather than Argos. And upon discovering of their death, she loved them so much, Athena placed both Perseus and Andromeda in the sky as constellations forever.